So Patio materials, they're pretty much going to be, what we offer is a price point. So your starting price point's going to be concrete, regular poured concrete. Oftentimes we'll cut like a 4x4, like a profile cut into the concrete, like a diamonds, 4x4, which is 4 foot by 4 foot. Sometimes larger patio or pool deck will do 5x5, but it's pretty, economical to get that installed. Maintenance on it's, pretty easy. You will have some shifting with our clay soils and freeze thaw. But overall, that's kind of your entry level point. If you want to take it a step further, we'll put the concrete down, and then we've got a cool decking system that we'll spray over the top of it, which is a nice option. They got tons of colors, tons of different textures, non-slip, non-heat, all that fun stuff. That would probably be your second, entry level, or a grade up from entry level. Is doing that. And then we go to pavers. Pavers are a nice option. You can go large format, you can go small, little brick style paver. You can maximize your colors if we're trying to match something on a house. It's a lot easier to do that with a paver. The sand we have now is a lot, we use polymeric sand in the joints, which is a lot less maintenance. But we do pour a concrete base. So now you're pouring the concrete base, and then we put the pavers on top of it, but it maxes the shelf life of the paver. We've been doing that for years. Don't have any callbacks on that. So that's one way to do it. Natural stone, a lot of people love it. It is the highest price point, and it's the most maintenance. Most of the time, if there's some products that we can dry lay in and use a smaller sand joint, but there are other products that we have to use an actual mortar joint. And so that could be flagstone, that could be natural flagstone, it could be travertine is another one we use. Those are more expensive, more appealing, but they are more maintenance. So I would say in the order that they actually are priced at is probably their equivalent of maintenance as well. You can use any of those pool deck options that we laid out, the concrete, pavers. We do a concrete base under pavers, so again, that's similar to just doing concrete. Natural stone is, it depends on if you have grouted joint or not, which is basically where we take mortar and we fill in between the joints there. So with our freeze thaw, that's every few years that's going to have to be touched up or addressed, just for the way we have expansive soils, expanding and contracting, and things move, that grout joint will crack, and it needs to be addressed. So, but there's nothing like in our climate that would tell us not to install either of those products. Just going to be a little bit more maintenance depending on what you select.